Amateur!
Hour.
Hello everyone. On the 8th of September 2024, another instance of Insanguination event will start, and with it we'll be presented with an opportunity to unlock Lucien, Death Company Intercessor, during the course of next 2 weeks. Before we jump to the character review, a bit of background that will allow for better understanding of the Lucien's traits and abilities. Death Company is a specialized unit that is unique for the Blood Angels and all other successor chapters. It contains Astartes that has been overcome by Black Rage, the flow of sanguineous seed that was used to reconstitute the Blood Angels just after the Horus Heresy. The flow makes them mad. They might think that they are sanguineous themselves, they might not be able to distinguish friend from foe. They might even get a small portion of their Primarch strength, making them a superhuman and super insane. Now that we have some lore knowledge, let's look at Lucien. Lucien's first trait is Rapid Assault. This trait gives him extra +1 movement before performing his first melee attack and 25% extra damage during the first turn he uses his first melee attack in battle. In addition, Lucien has a trait Resilient, which is perfect for any character. In his case, it's very useful as it will allow a more precise use of his active ability that might really come in handy. Just as a reminder, Resilient works like this: anytime the unit takes little damage and is not on 1 health, it goes to 1 health except for overkill. Last but not the least, Lucien's first trait is Unstoppable. Lucien does not have to stop on hex effects like fire, razor wire, broken ice and other that normally force the unit to end their movement. Now, let's look at abilities. Active ability of Lucien is Black Rage. If Lucien has not moved, he is set to some percentage of his health, range from 30 to 50% depending on ability level. He then immediately charges a targeted enemy and performs a normal melee attack against it. For this attack, and until end of battle, Lucien has +1 movement and deals some extra damage when charging, ability level dependent. In addition, Lucien cannot be controlled anymore for the rest of the battle and moves and attacks automatically at the beginning of his turn instead. Lucien's passive ability is Visions of Heresy. After performing a normal attack, Lucien attacks an additional time with bolter damage to an enemy within 2 hexes, preferring kills. If Lucien is at or below 50% of health, all of his attacks have piercing ratio increased from 10 to 20% depending on ability level. Now let's check different scenarios of how to utilize his traits and abilities. First of all, Black Rage can't be used on adjacent enemy as this ability forces Lucien to charge. If Lucien can't charge, he also can't use Black Rage. This is something very important to remember for legendary requisition events, where it is easy to get stuck, especially on later missions. Next, if Lucien is hit by Mephiston, his life will still be set to the percentage value that Black Rage level is suggesting. In the end, it's not revival, nor healing. Life is being set to some value, not healed. While we are on topic of Mephiston, if he gives a lift to Lucien, you won't be able to use Black Rage that turn. Mephiston's The Quickening ability counts as move. There's also a possibility to get rid of Black Rage after activation. Lucien just have to die and be revived by Isabella. He comes back Black Rage free. Because Black Rage sets health to some predetermined value, it's not wise to use it at the beginning of the combat, as you will lose health in the process. Just saying. On the other hand, Black Rage can be used to boost Lucien's health and let him lose when you see that he will die anyway. It's always better to take some of the bad guys with you. As for the passive, I would like to highlight that Visions of Heresy are activated with every normal attack, be that melee or ranged. This means that if you kill an enemy with a normal melee attack, or Lucien does on his own while blinded by rage, the Visions of Heresy will activate to search for a kill within 2 hexes. Another important thing is about piercing ratio. On its own, physical, bolter and blast damage have a very low piercing ratio. The uplift from Visions of Heresy might be very useful, especially if paired against heavy armored enemies. And now the conclusion. To be honest, just his traits would make Lucien a great melee character. Here comes the twist. He is not. Lucien has a ranged attack dealing blast damage. This means that he won't be a great addition to a Ragnar-based team. Even though Lucien becomes an NPC after using Black Rage, his ability is a semi-healing one, which is something that makes him a desired pick for Guild War. He might be also a great addition for legendary requisition events because of 3 things. He has Resilient, he can be paired with Isabella for bolter damage mission, he's one of very few, he's lucky number 7 I believe, of characters using blast damage. He might be of use in here if we ever get blast damage mission in that mode. Overall, he's a cheaper version of Karn, without the flaws like attacking your own, but also without the perks like being melee character or being able to attack as many times as the renowned World Eater. He can get a portion of his health back, I will give him that, but you will lose control over him. I would say that Lucien is not priority to get. I won't be rushing to get him to at least epic rarity because he won't get that much love and attention as some other characters should get. I have others to get to better rank first. It's a pity as I really like the model and it would be great to see it more often on the battlefield. Thank you all for watching. The Emperor protects. Cheers.